do a quick check-in on um Mingi and Ateez. We're gonna start off with just Mingi in general. Okay. I did this once before, and unfortunately, had some minor setbacks. Oh, gotta squeeze it back. Sorry, everybody. Okay. So we start off with the Three of Cups here. Um, Three Cups. So this is a unity of emotions, celebration, joy, partying with friends, optimism. Congratulations for a job well done, but the journey is not over yet. So my mic's way down there. We do know they've been working on an album, so I do think that will be successful. I think that's kind of what that's referencing to. Five Pentacles, unstable material world, poverty, being in the wrong track because you ignored the signs. Hmm. Then it goes like the complete opposite of the last card. I think long term, like this is like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to. I need a clarifying card for that because no, not that many. All right, I'll take the two. So we got the Queen of Swords and Two of Pentacles to clarify the Five of Pentacles because receptivity and determination as a result of understanding and insight, passing judgment as a careful analyst. Difficulties have been passed and wisdom attained. A mature woman who suffered difficult relationship in the past and gained much wisdom. Um, hmm. I do wonder if there is a female within the company that might be a manager type. That kind of plays a role in this. Like I kind of this may have nothing to do with Mingi in general, or this could be referencing his mother. The oh, that's what it is. There could be a little bit of instability in finances with the family. That's what that's referencing to. Because then we get the Two of Pentacles, which duality of material world, the ebb and flow of material worlds, exchange, barter, interchange concerning material goods in exchange. Um, this could also just be like kind of almost like a lawyer type lady that might work with their contracts, and maybe she might have done something with the contract that kind of put Mingi in a place where he's not making as much as he could. Now we do have the devil energy here. Okay, so we already know the anxiety issue. Slight interruption. With the devil energy, he might struggle with getting over the anxiety. Because he's very stuck in past ways of thinking. So it may take him a while to overcome that. We do have the Page of Swords, which is typically a young person that is good with words. The Page of Swords is also news, written message, words, writing. So it's like what really might help anxiety is actually writing. Oh, sorry, losing my voice there. Um, so it's like while he's dealing with things like anxiety, I think expressing himself via songwriting might become a thing. I don't know if he's a songwriter for Ateez or not. So we also have Knight of Wands, stress and suspicion, being on guard because of past injuries. Strength and oppositions, being on guard. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, which I think is in reverse, which is definitely related. The evil side of wealth. Oh. I was kind of hoping this wouldn't come up again because in my original reading, um, there was someone that had been abusing their power um, within Ateez as a member. And whoever this is, um, it's definitely affecting the whole group, and it could drastically change the group's future if they don't change. I did get indication that they would. Um, like this Nine of Wands tells me that Mingi is was definitely deeply affected by this person, and he is not gonna be very friendly towards this person for a long time. I would say he's even gonna be a bit guarded against them because he no longer trusts them because they showed their true colors. With this Page of Swords, this um I'm also like, I don't think it's Page of Swords energy. This is something else. I'm kind of get someone who's kind of cutthroat with words, and Minky was definitely somebody who was easily affected by this person being this way. Um, and it definitely contributed a large amount to his anxiety. Um, yeah, it's a bit of a complicated issue. I'm not gonna lie about that. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't come up again, but given this is the second time, and this could also just be something with the industry itself. For Mingy, um, now I will try to get into the entire group here, in just a second, but yeah, there's definitely been some things that have happened that triggered his anxiety. There's definitely warning signs of it happening, and kind of the group ignored it. So it is possible when I got before my camera decided to shut off again. I was saying with the card we got talking about warning signs. I do think there was warning signs of Minky's anxiety, and the group ignored it. Same with management. This was not something that was just sudden. It was happening over time, um, and because they ignored it, it kind of blew up. So that's that. So let's look. Can you tell me about ET's current energy? Okay, only taking 3 cards. Hmm. So we got the Justice card, 8 of Cups, and the Chariot. Discernment based The Justice card is discernment based on objective observation of facts and behavior. Taking responsibility for your actions, honesty with no evasion or excuses, equity and balance. Okay, so whoever caused this issue with Mingi, they're going to admit this. They're going to be like, this is my fault, and I'm taking responsibility for my actions. Um, See, what I got in my original reading is this person didn't intentionally mean to hurt Mingy. They didn't intentionally mean to hurt anybody, but their words still did, and they're kind of coming to a realization that they hurt the people around them with their words. So whoever this is, just I think it's kind of like a lack of maturity, because it's like they didn't understand their words had consequences. Um, But now with everything that happened with Mingy, they're like, oh crap, kind of. Like, I didn't mean for it to do this, but it still did, and how can I fix it kind of feeling with them. So it's definitely was not like a intentional thing on this person, and they're trying to fix it because they feel bad. And this is someone who's definitely owning up to this mistake. They're not running from it. They're not denying it. um there's definitely a lot of conversations I think happening within the group, and this person is like, yeah, I screwed up and I don't deny it, and I need to fix it kind of energy. It's like, but I don't think that's going to be easy because I think Mingi is going to be very guarded. Because this has definitely hurt him deeply. So it's not going to be an easy process for this person. I think it's possible. It just will take a lot more patience than I think they realize. So the Eight of Cups, walking away from an emotional situation, cut your losses and moving on. Okay, now we're not going to say anything about that yet. I know what that sounds like. So the Chariot is 7. 7. So healthy development of the ego, the need to function more powerfully and assert oneself. Maintaining independence while being considerate of others. Take the reins and drive forward. Heroic action. Alright, so there could be someone that's going to take up a bigger role in the group than what they have been. Alright, so keeping that in mind, let's look at this Eight of Cups because I don't want to jump to conclusions based on one card. So I'm going to ask for clarification of the Eight of Cups. Okay. There's some major arcana that came up because we got the World, um we got the High Priestess, and the Four of Pentacles. This walking away from bad situation might just be reference to Mingi taking a hiatus. Hiatus? Hiatus? I don't know. It's one of those weird words in English I don't know how to say. Um So, guided by principles of love, a complete individual who knows what it means to have a place in the scheme of things, taking life as it comes and seeing the good, assert success. Okay, so yeah, this is just referencing Mingy's break. This is not like I thought it was gonna like. Again, when you see this card, when you're dealing with idol groups, sometimes it could indicate a breakup. That's not what's happening. This is kind of just like making it like assuring that this break is the best thing for them. Um, because after this, like, there's still plenty of success to have. And then the second card I got was the High Priestess, which is the need for internalization, receptive and meditative. No apparent activity yet full of life. The magnet power of attraction. The depths of the soul, serenity, tranquility, and peacefulness. Deeper knowledge beyond the earthly plane of existence. Arcane knowledge and secrets. So yeah, this is definitely kind of indicating to me reflection. I think this is both on Mingy's end and the group's end. They're kind of realizing there was certain things they weren't seeing because they didn't want to see it. Maybe things that they knew, like just sort of knew at a spiritual level. Like if there's any sort of clairvoyance or empaths, they might have sensed what was happening with Mingi, and especially if there was any conflicts with one particular person, they might have sensed this person was being a little too pushy, a little too hard on Mingi, and they just didn't interrupt it. Like I do get a sense that there are people like the group as a whole feels a lot guilty because I feel like a lot of them knew something was going on, but didn't act. Um, which I do want to point out is kind of almost a cultural thing. Bullying is a big issue in Korea, especially in the schools. So a lot of them are still fairly young. So a lot of them kind of view this behavior as acceptable when it's really not. And for some people, can be extremely sensitive to that. And Mingi was one of them. And of course, it's like they already knew that Mingi was sensitive, but they didn't. I think they just kind of ignored signs that it was more than him just being sensitive. It was a lot deeper issue than what they realized. And the last card I got was the Four of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on. Because you guys know I try to memorize these, but I gave up. Material security, foundation of material world, holding on to possessions. Okay, so things are gonna work out financially just fine. It's just this is just something that had to happen. Don't be too worried about it. I think Minky will be okay. All right, so let's actually. Will Minky and this person be able to restore the relationship? I mean, oh, I feel like I should probably. So Mingy and whoever this other person is, I don't know who it is in the group. You guys might have a better idea. Be able to restore their relationship together. Intuitively, I want to say yes, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, this is a lot of cards. First, I got the Empress. So this is kind of telling me that if this person takes on more of a more nurturing energy, I would say next card's Ten of Pentacle, yes. They will. Um because the Empress is surrendering your inspiration and giving your creativity an outlet, opening, inspired, and aiming wholeness and give birth to abundance, emotional fulfillment, and renewal through self expression. So, as long as I think if they start channeling the emotions into their music, because I do think sometimes they're struggling to find words um, to explain how they feel, maybe to explain how sorry they are for things. I think if they turn to doing it via music, I think they'll have better success in restoring the relationship. The Ten of Pentacles, which is talking about financial success, wealth, pretty much it's basically when you deal with the Ten of Pentacles is basically the whole package. It's like a balanced life. So yeah, things will balance out eventually. This was kind of like a rude wake up call, I think, for this person, and they're like, and they realize their behavior is wasn't acceptable, and they're like, I did mean to do this. We also got the Seven of Cups, which is fantasies, dream, visions, and seeing many possibilities in a situation. So this tells me it's like this person is definitely thinking of multiple ways of trying to fix this. I think that's what I'm getting there. And the next card we have was the Eight of Pentacles. So, working and nearing completion of project, artist, craftsman, skill in business, employment, and commission. Um, I wonder if they're gonna add a different song to the album that wasn't originally in it or was supposed to be in it that is gonna be directed almost towards Mingi. I think the entire group might be behind this. There might be a specific song in there that they're directing towards Mingi. Like this is definitely something that was never meant to be in the album. I think like we're gonna recognize a song when we see it. It's definitely gonna be something that's like once you see it, it's like like it's sort of like an apology of sorts. Of course, for us that don't know Korean that well, we might not. But it's like you'll feel the energy of it either way. And the last card we got is the Wheel of Fortune. Which is the more things we change, the more they stay the same. Knowing that there is correct time and season for everything, going with the flow and seizing opportunities when they come. Success, luck, and fate. Okay, so this is kind of almost something I think Mingi was supposed to experience for his soul journey. I think it's also something the group as a whole was supposed to experience as their soul journey. For a lot of groups, it deals with a lot with standing up for beliefs. I feel um, like I feel like a lot of are very um more quiet on these things, and they're realizing they can't be now. So it's like that was something that they had to learn, that when they see things, they can't just ignore it because it's just gonna get worse, kind of thing. Um, And also, I see this as this person had to realize that their words hurt people. I see this as them having to like. This is somebody who already knew to like that definitely accepts when they screw up. Like this isn't someone that's ever read from their problems, so that's not really what they had to learn. This is learning that words are hurtful kind of thing, which is probably a good lesson to learn now before they get extremely big. So I feel like that was the point is if they want to have this future success, this person also had to learn not to cut people with words. Like don't cut people down with your words. And with Mingi, I think this does have a lot to do with his journey. I think in his past lives, he struggled with independence. He's struggled with acceptance, and that could even I can even see this still being an issue in his current life. This is something he has struggled to learn. Um, so it was kind of like the universe being like, "You're gonna learn this, and you're gonna learn this the hard way." It also has a little bit to do with accepting help too, because it is hard to admit when you need help, especially when it comes to like mental health. So I think that was a huge part of it as well. Um, so it's like I know how this sounds a little bit, but do keep in mind this person did not intentionally hurt Maggie or anybody. I think they have in the past, and a lot of the members are just like, kind of accepted it. But for Mingi, it was just too much for him. Um, so let's go to Angel and Ancestors, and then I'm gonna end this video. My camera doesn't really want me to record it. We're gonna talk. We're gonna see if the universe, spirit guides, and angels have any advice for Ateez. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a fun card. Okay. We got Stargazer. Set your sights higher. So they need to set higher goals for themselves. They need to set expectations higher for themselves. They need to keep aiming higher. Um, so keep improving. Um, Again, this does make sense with everything I've gotten. We also got the protection guardian, which talks about dropping your guards, or dropping your shields. I think that Mingi is going to have to work on not being guarded after all this. And everyone's gonna learn how to drop their guards and actually talk about things and not just like internalize them, because I think that's been an issue for the group as a whole. So that's something they all need to work on. Um, we also have the sun here, which is enjoy success and happiness. So it's like they need to embrace when they have success and enjoy it and not be always worrying about their next move. With the Stargazer card, even though it talks about setting your stakes higher, that doesn't mean that should be all you focus on. That's what the kind of feeling I'm getting from this card today. So yeah, that was the reading for the update for Ateez and for Mingi. All right, so thank you guys for watching.